What's up, guys? Welcome back into the Millennial Profit. If you're selling on eBay and not offering international shipping, you're missing out on a ton of extra sales. So I'm going to be talking about the only way you should be selling internationally on eBay, and that's through the eBay International Shipping Program, which makes it easier than ever to sell internationally. So let's dive right in. So first off, what is the eBay International Shipping Program? It's a program that lets US sellers easily ship items to buyers in over 200 countries without dealing with customs, international shipping labels, or even returns. eBay takes care of everything. All you have to do is ship to eBay's domestic hub, which I think they have one or two locations. Mine is in Illinois. I'm in the Midwest, so I assume they probably have other locations depending on where you're at. And eBay handles everything from there. They ship it from there to the buyer. And all you're responsible for is getting it shipped to that location. After that, it's on eBay. If it gets lost or mishandled from there, eBay lets you keep your money and refunds the buyer. So it's basically just like shipping your items in the US. You don't have to do anything special, you just ship it to that hub and get access to the whole global marketplace. Next, how do you opt into the program? First off, you need to qualify. Not everyone's going to qualify right off the bat. I'll post to what the qualifications are. It's really not much. Like once you make a couple sales and prove that you're a legitimate seller, you can opt into the program and it will automatically apply to your listings. So if you do apply, you're going to want to go to My eBay, click on Account Settings, go to Seller Preferences, select Shipping Preferences. You'll find the eBay International Shipping and click Opt In. And this will automatically apply to all your listings. Once you opt in, all of your eligible items will be available to international buyers through the eBay International Shipping Program. Next, how do I list my items to be in the eBay International Shipping Program? Like I just mentioned in the last segment, you don't have to do anything special. Once you opt into the program, all the eligible listings will automatically be on there, and it will show you in your shipping, like it'll say offered through the eBay International Shipping Program. Do not select any other eBay International Shipping rates. So if you click on International under shipping, you can add like eBay International Standard Delivery. Do not do that. That is not through the program and you're not covered whatsoever. The reason we use the program is because we're covered completely and because shipping costs are really cheap since we just have to ship to the hub. You do it this way, you can easily get scammed. You got to deal with everything and it's going to cost you an arm and a leg. So it's just not worth it. So you don't have to do anything special when listing. It's just automatically going to apply to all eligible listings once you opt into the program. Next, shipping your item. If you've sold something else on eBay, it's just like that. You don't have to do anything special. Just print your label as normal through eBay and it will automatically ship it to the hub. And then from there, eBay will ship it to the buyer. And again, you're protected after it gets to the hub. So you're liable until it gets to the hub and then it's all eBay's problem. Tracking stops at the hub for you. And eBay handles everything beyond that, including customer service, customs, or returns. So even if the buyer reaches out to you saying there's a problem with their tracking or the item after it's left the hub, all you have to do is tell them to reach out to eBay because all you're in control of is getting it to the hub. And after that, it's on eBay and they'll take care of them. So next, I've been using eBay's program for years. It used to be called the Global Shipping Program. And then about a year and a half, 2 years ago, they switched it to the eBay International Shipping Program, which is essentially the same thing, but they just provided more protections for us sellers. So here's my pros and cons off of sending hundreds, if not thousands of orders internationally through this program. My pros would be that you can reach millions more buyers worldwide. By having that access to over 200 extra countries, it just opens up the amount of people that you can sell to. And I've always been one to say the more eyeballs on your listings, the better. So this is a way to do that, to get it outside of just selling in the US. Another pro would be that I don't have to deal with customs or shipping it far away and paying that. I just have to ship it to the hub, which is really awesome. If you've ever sent anything internationally without the program, you got to fill out customs and all that. And it's just a headache and very costly. So it's really nice to not have to deal with all of that. Another pro is also something I've mentioned earlier, and that's once it leaves the hub, it's out of my hands. eBay covers everything and deals with everything. So that's just really been nice since they implemented that. Another pro is no extra cost to me as a seller. I can simply add this on my listings and it's as simple as opting into the program. Some of the cons are, like I said earlier, not every item is eligible. If it's got batteries or it's electronic, you can't sell it. There's also a few brands that you're not able to sell. I've made a full video on that. It's basically Nike, Converse, Jordan, and Levi's. Those are the 4 brands that I've had issues with where they will actually view zero your items if you list them internationally. It's kind of an issue eBay needs to fix because it's kind of annoying. You have to go in actually and create a shipping policy that turns off international shipping and then apply it to all of those brands. I personally don't think we should be getting zeroed for these items since there's no way to actually turn the program off except for doing this backdoor way. But eBay said they're working on it. They've said that for like a year, so we'll see. But for now, just create a policy and apply it to all those brands. And comment down below if you've had the zero for international shipping on any other brands, and we'll add it to the list. And then the last con I have is that it actually costs quite a bit more for the buyer than the other international options, but that's because of all this protection for us sellers. And it also costs you way less in shipping, so you're basically just putting that onto the buyer. However, my international sales haven't really gone down since the global shipping program when they started implementing this. So there are buyers that will still pay it. And like I said, I get a few extra sales a week. So it's just a great way to get more eyeballs on your listings. Another thing, not necessarily a con, but just something to be aware of, is make sure that you have accurate weight and dimensions in your listings when you're listing them, because if it goes internationally, these are the weight and dimensions that eBay is charging the buyer from the hub to the buyer. So if you underestimate on it and eBay has to pay more because say you said it was 2 pounds and it was actually 4 pounds, then they're going to charge you that difference from the hub to the buyer. So make sure that you have accurate weight and dimensions so that eBay can accurately charge them for the label from eBay to the buyer. And honestly, the pros far outweigh the cons if you're trying to grow your eBay business and pump more sales. And that's it. The eBay International Shipping Program makes global selling extremely easy, and it can seriously increase your sales. So if you're not using it yet, what are you waiting for? There's money to be made everywhere, guys. Let's go get it. Thank you for watching The Millennial Prophet.